Welcome guys. Today I'm gonna teach you how to avoid problem when dealing with the coilovers, and if you get in that problem, how to solve it. Let's begin the video. Okay, the problem is when tightening the click assembly of a coilover, sometimes people they over tighten it, okay? Over tighten it. Or with the time, for example, these coilovers were for 2 years on my car. So maybe the rust gets to them. So this is very hard to open, okay? Second thing I think is this key is a rounded shape, okay? I prefer using, this is a 8 mm key. Look at these both. This is sharper and this is slightly rounded. So I prefer this one, okay, over this. But still this works. So let's suppose this has over tightened, okay? Another thing is I want to tell you, this has two parts, okay? This is the new one I am using. I will show you the broken one. This goes into this one, the next part, and then this goes into this, okay? So this is the two parts. One presses on the shock, and other for the adjustment of the dampening. Okay. So let's suppose we have this situation where we have over tightened it or something like that. Okay. Now we are unable to open this thing. Look at this tin key. I don't like this at all. Okay, the first thing to avoid is don't over tighten it, just slow, okay? The first people do mistake is over tighten it. Okay, let's suppose you have over tightened it. Now you are trying to open it. Now the very important point I am trying to make, sometimes people try to use these keys, but a time comes when this is the broken one, the borders get rounded because people are trying and trying and trying. So now this key no overworks, okay? It slips. So what people do, people try to use something like these, okay? Or a plastic. But problem with this is, these grip both of them, okay? The key just holds the lower one, okay? Not this one. But what these things do, these grip both ones, okay? As you can see. Now I am telling where the problem lies, okay? This and this is now tightening. I am tightening clockwise. Now if I turn counterclockwise, a time comes when it no longer rotates, okay? Now it is no longer rotating in the counterclockwise direction, okay? Now if someone is trying to open it in this position with this thing, the problem is he will hold both of them, and when he counterclockwise rotates it, this is jammed now, okay? So what will happen is the lower part will snap into two, like this. This happened to me, okay? This one. This will, and still that piece is lodged in there, okay? I tried everything. I will tell you what method I tried and what worked, okay? So this snaps into two because this one limits counterclockwise. There is a time come when this no longer turns counterclockwise. So if you try to open forcefully, the lower one breaks, okay? This one is broken one. So how to avoid this? To avoid this, you have to turn this upper portion around 2 to 3 click clockwise, so that when you try to open it, this has some rotation left in the counterclockwise direction, the direction in which you try to open. Okay, you are understanding my point? Don't try to open it when this is all the way turned to counterclockwise, okay? Just make a few turns in the clockwise direction, so this has some movement left in it. Then you can try this big thing Okay, now when I press it, now you hear the clicking also, but lower one portion is also turning. Okay, so this is how you open it. Okay, yeah, this one is also working. Okay, so let's suppose you have broken it now. Okay, when you break it, this comes open easily now because now it's break. Okay, so I will now open it. Now this is the lower part which has supposed to go in this. Okay, but in the broken one it is still lodged in there. Okay, so if you can see it, let me tell you. It's inside. Okay, now I will tell you what method people use and how to get it out. The main problem is if people are using the TNEDFC like I was using, which requires you to tighten the motors in it. Okay, and then they are controlled by this TNEDF unit. But TN recommend a grease. You would put this greasy material, is very thick, to put inside it and then tighten the motor. This is what in my case was. So I tried a conventional method. Number one was to get a strong magnet and just try to extract it. Okay, but this was not working because although it is very strong magnet, as you can see, it's lifting my wrench question, but it was not working. Okay, then people use other method, which is various types of glues. So the trick is, where is the tin assembly? Okay, here it is. Apply just a drop over here. Okay, if you apply more when you are putting it in, the glue will touch the sides and it will be even more difficult to remove because now sides have been jammed with glue. Okay, if you are trying the glue method, just little drop. Okay, and then you gently avoid touching the side, just hold it, and as recommended by your glue manufacturer, how much time they say it will dry up. Okay, for this one it's they say for 30 seconds. Okay, after 30 seconds I tried to lift it but it won't come out. I tried glue method 3 to 4 times. My main problem was because this thing which was supposed to come out was jammed inside this. Okay, so this is, you can see, the threaded one. Okay, so if you trying the glue method, you don't pull it out just straight, just try to rotate it. Okay, rotate it and try to extract it. Okay, now if this is not working for you, the second method people use is, they say just put the coil over and just tap it like that or upside down. Okay, again this won't work because this portion is threaded. Okay, so, and it will not work because if this is installed inside the car. Okay, I have to extract this thing out of the car because this was not coming out. Okay, now people say if this is grease inside, just put a butane torch. Okay, and heat it up. Okay, I tried also that, but it was just the glue was melting, and as soon as I extracted, it was again solidified. Okay, so it was also, the method number 3 was also not working for me. Then now I will put this broken one inside and tell you how I was able to extract that. Okay, let's extract this out. this hex key was not working, you know, because the broken, if this hex key works if there is empty inside, but as you can see the broken one, the other part of it is still lodged inside that, and still I am unable to extract it. That's why I ordered a new one. Okay, so let me put this inside now. Here is the pin. Now, okay, where's the torch? Okay, now see, that is deep inside. That was the case with me. Okay, so I tried this, but as you know, the other thing is jammed, so this was not working. Then I tried the butane torch, then I tried the magnet one, then I tried the glues. The final method, I was so frustrated, I was just praying, and then just clicked to me, and I tried this out, and check this one. You will need a needle like this, or any needle, okay? Now watch carefully. The trick is, just put needle at the margin of the broken assembly, okay, and rotate like this, okay. There it is. This is my tip, and this will be the lever arm, okay, this one, and thus I will rotate like this, okay, and this one is coming out, okay. Look at that. This one, just keep the tip at the margin of the upper assembly. Just counterclockwise rotate it. Just keep rotating it. You will be surprised how it works. Look, that portion is coming up. Okay. Look, that is coming up. How much it has come up? And that's it, almost out. That's it. The tip is here, and this is my lever arm, okay? The needle tip is here at the border, and this is my pivot arm, okay? Like this, okay? When it comes out, then you can directly rotate it, okay? I was so happy when this was coming out. Okay, almost out. Yes. This is almost out. As you can see, slightly more. Come on. My arm is tired by holding this heavy coil over. Look at that. If you do it in the middle, look, it does not rotate. If you rotate in the side, look, it rotates, okay? So that's the border we are aiming for, the side border, okay? Okay, now it's almost I can pull it out with my hand, okay? Let's pull it out with my hand. So there you have it. Okay, this nonsense. Okay, and so I have tried to tell you how to avoid this, how to try to not over tighten it, and while opening it, just make few clicks to the clockwise direction. So when you are opening it, it has some clicks left in it. Okay. Now what did this cost me? Okay, this one I ordered from the team Japan. This is the part number. Okay, and this costed me, this part alone was $22 and the shipping was around $30. Okay, and this is the import duty, around $47. So it costed me around $98 for just this small part. Okay, this one was inside it. Okay, so this small cost costed me the $90. So that's why I made the video, so that no one goes through which I went. And I have watched many YouTube videos and people are suffering from it, and there was many forum posts, but no one was showing the method how to do it. Okay, so to summarize them all, we have 4 methods. First one is the glue one, second one is the magnet one, third one is people put it upside down, and the fourth one which I invented. Where is the needle? The needle method. Okay, so this worked for me and it will work for me, for you too, inshallah. Okay, the one method I did not tell intentionally, but I am telling because someone may try that. Please do not try that. That is some old school method. People do it. People put a welding rod on it and then weld it. But this is filled with gas. If you try that, this will maybe explode or gas will leak. So avoid trying any welding methods. Okay, I hope you like it, and English is my not native language, so please forgive my poor teaching, and I hope this will help someone. If you liked it, kindly subscribe to my channel